What it is, guys, it's your Dino. We're back again with another gameplay of Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. This is episode 7, I think. We just recently saved the little monkeys, Sally and her babies. I think it was Sally or Sandy. So we've done these ones. There we go. Yeah, save Mandy. Save Mandy. That's it. Mandy, not Sandy. And now we're doing Runaway Robot. Here we go. So I hope everyone's having a lovely day. I hope you're all doing well. I know it's been very busy of late. I've been trying to ramp up my productivity and be more proactive in getting stuff out, because I have a lot of games that will sit in my backlog if I don't force myself to do stuff and wait for the dopamine to call to me. So I'm trying to be proactive and trying to create the dopamine instead of waiting for the dopamine to come to me. So that's what I'm doing right now. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope that you guys are enjoying what we've been doing. We've been, oh god, oh no. Okay, so we have to take some of the people out and go help people. Let's go. So yeah, I've been obviously dealing with the issues of dopamine production. That's one of the things that I struggle with, being on the spectrum with ADD, as a person with disabilities that people can't see, visible disabilities. It's important to be mindful of those and make sure that people are aware of them, you know. So I always try and make sure that I keep that out there and make sure that everyone knows that whilst I have multiple disabilities, I do look like everyone else in most aspects. I can walk and talk, I can articulate myself, but I still have issues of my own. So having my disabilities, I want to just make sure that everyone's aware of that, you know. So it's just one of those where we could try and do our best to make sure that everyone is happy, and we're trying to make sure that the world is a more inclusive place, you know. So that's one of the things that I like to try and highlight, you know, as a person who works very hard. I just thought I'd like to make that abundantly clear. Okay, so here we go. Work Sky to do that. Yeah, so we as people with disabilities always try and fit in and mimic people that are non-neurodivergent. It's how we basically blend in, you know. And it's just one of those things that over the years, most people with disability, especially those raised in like the 90s like I was, always encouraged to try and fit in and blend in with everyone else. I know it kind of sounds bad, but it's one of those, you know. I know that the world is becoming more and more inclusive now, but there's always going to be areas of the world that and people within the world that aren't going to be as accepting of disabilities. So as a person with disabilities, I try and spread awareness for it. That's why I work with a charity called Everyone Can, and playing games like this allows me to find games for Everyone Can that would be great for the many users of their service that they provide, so that they can experience gaming and come together and enjoy an inclusive environment. So it's just one of those. Yes, it may be a rather immature looking game or a childish game, but it's a game that allows people with lower accessibility skills to actually enjoy it and play along with someone who has higher motor function and stuff like that, because everyone should be allowed to game, you know. That's the ultimate goal, that everyone should be allowed to play together and enjoy. So that's kind of my goal with these games, is that regardless of whether you're accessible or your limited accessibility, these games should always be something that people should be aware of, you know, because it allows everyone to play and enjoy and yay, we've got all the top treats. It's just one of those things that I'm always trying to be aware of, because I have a disabled son and I'm disabled, and I know other people who have disabilities as well that struggle with certain things, and it's nice to be able to help people play and come together and share in an activity that should bring everyone together, you know. So that's ultimately my goal, and that's why I do these sorts of games, you know. I know that some of them aren't as challenging, but it's a unique perspective that I can bring to these games, and hopefully show you guys some games that are a little bit more chill and a little bit more downtime kind of games, where you can just play with your like niece or nephew or grandkids or children, and just get them involved and spend some quality time with them, because it's nice to have those abilities to connect with people, you know. And I just like to highlight these, because I think that they're great games that bring people together.
Just one more citizen to rescue.
And I hope you guys enjoy them too. I personally remember when my little boy first found Paw Patrol,
Well done.
and he was like, "Oh Dad, look at all this, look at all the puppy dogs, I love the puppy dogs." And so it was like we bonded over the cartoon, and now that he's of an age where this is uncool, Dad, no, this is like that, you know, he's hit puberty, he's reached that age where he's a young man now. It's a different kind of game that he's aimed at, you know. So it's definitely one that's a little bit different. And so whilst I know that these games aren't his cup of tea anymore, it's nice to be able to bring these games to help other parents with disabled children and less able-bodied children, help them find these really cool games that should help them interact and bond with their kids and share something that they're passionate about with them, you know. So it's just nice, you know. I feel like that's the key part with these games, because they help bring people together. And so I try and share that love of gaming and bring it together with people so that we can enjoy some cool games like this, you know. Whilst they're not the most challenging, they're not badly made, they're actually quite well done, and to be able to share these with people is great, you know. Oh, okay, I have to be Marshall now. Marshall is the little Dalmatian. He's the one in the fire truck outfit, and this is his mighty form because of the mighty meteor that gave him his powers. We tap the A and we cook the robot.
Good job. It's Zuma's turn.
Now we get Zuma to cool down the robot, make the metal contract. This is just another awesome way to teach kids about thermal expansion and contraction due to heat and cooling. And that's very well done the way they've done that, because when you heat up metal it expands, and when you cool it rapidly it contracts. So to show that off is actually quite smart, you know. Right, so the arms don't work. This is the police doggy, Chase. Like a spinning top he is. Now we use Sky, so basically it's a culmination of everyone's powers. Now Sky can use her whirlwind powers. Hey. We turn it around. Yeah.
Stop moving. Use Everest's icy.
Okay, that's easy done. Everest is I would say she's a Siberian Husky or an Alaskan Malamute. Kind of hard to just like nail it down. There we go. Slowly freezing him. And done.
Everest was amazing.
He's very cute.
It's Rubble's turn. Use his super strength to open the robot's back.
And now Rubble is the bulldog. Here he comes. He's a strong boy. He is. There you go. Up. And then pop it open.
Good job.
And then we'll get the cleaner dog Rocky to use his Green Lantern powers to lift it out. That's the best way that I could describe it. That's what Rocky's powers are. It's basically he's got Green Lantern powers. You know? That's the best way to describe it. Is that's basically Green Lantern powers.
It's done.
Now we have the meteor. Yeah.
Incredible. Your teamwork has saved.
There we go. We saved the day. Yay! Yay! I mean, he didn't do anything.
When you have robot trouble, just yelp for help.
I mean, he didn't do anything. Just pointing that out. The doggos did all the work.
Mission complete.
There we go.
Adventure Bay.
Robot out of control. Complete rescue mission. Runner or a robot? I mean, we didn't get all the bones that we need yet. We're getting there.
Mini games.
4,988 out of 7,250. So there you go. That is the end of Paw Patrol. Mighty Pups saved the day. It was the last mission. As you can see, there are not very many missions. It's quite an easy game to go through and play with a young'un, and you can enjoy it with them quite easy. There's not much to do outside of that. You also have the extras, which I showed before. You have the collectibles. So as you collect all of the collectibles, as you collect those throughout the levels, you'll collect all of these. And then eventually when you get to the last points, which are these ones are all tied to the bones. As you collect all the bones, you'll get the pup treat bones, as you, or if you want to call them that. You'll get all those, and then you'll eventually get the last of the achievements. And those achievements are usually tied to the mini games. So you have Pup Pup Boogie, Mr. Porter's Feast, Everest Snowy Adventure, the Obstacle Course, the Jump Rope, Take to the Sky, and Dive In with Zuma. So there are a bunch of different games. They're easy to do. They're aimed at young players, and they do a very good job of engaging with everyone. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us on this adventure to save Adventure Bay, and I will see you in the next one. Be safe, be well, have fun gaming and creating, and I will see you then. Bye, guys.